Hey, beautiful collective, welcome back to the channel. Okay, collective, we are going to get a personality type of your enemies. What is the personality type of the collective enemies? Somebody thinks they're superior to you. They're very flaky and they're very unforgiving. They're overbearing and they have a sense of entitlement. Okay? This is an unawakened person. Yeah, unawakened. And they're fake. Okay? They've been projecting these things onto you. These are the things that they have with them. Okay, so they could be flaky, they could be projecting onto you. They're very unforgiving, they have a sense of entitlement. They're very trivial, they're unawakened, and they're very egotistical. And they're a mocker. Those are your enemies. Very obsessive and childish. And they act like they're very trivial. Who suppresses their feelings and projects them onto you. Whoa, interesting. They could be unable to merge, two sides of themselves, unable to see they're full of drama. Okay? And they're very draining energy. And they have a defeatist attitude. That is the energy of your enemies. Okay? So, what is the collective's energy? Collective's energy. Collective's energy. Oh, you could be a teacher, a writer. You share deep truths that connect others to empathy and understanding. You're an enigma. You have a unique persona and perspective that's been a mystery to others. You're an innovator, a weaver. You create your own destiny and guide the future of others. A seer, a guide, a planner. You're able to end things with certainty and let go and create closure. You can change the way you present yourself to gain trust and create change. You could be a shapeshifter, a channeler. You impart divine guidance and information from higher beings. You're definitely a visionary, and this is the energies you've been dealing with. See, you resist the status quo and like to debate. You could be a critic or a mentor, a trailblazer. You're very sovereign, and you're a great communicator. It's almost like what this is telling me is see the opposites. Like, these are the energies of your enemies. These are the energies of your enemies. They've been draining your energy. They've been acting fake. They have been trying to create drama in your life. They're very childish. They're very trivial. They are unawakened individuals who have been projecting onto you their own issues. Let's see. Collective energy. Yeah, not gonna happen. It's like someone may be sorry for how they treated you in the past. I don't know, turning their back on you. See, you're a very loving, empathic energy who is here to help others to heal. It seems as though you're not afraid to cut them off, though. Okay? So I think that, see, the other person over here has been making fun of you and mocking you. This is someone who has been making fun of you and mocking you. They could have, like, instilled fear into this person's mind about you. However, they're very childish, okay? And it's for their own self-gain. Maybe they're highly addicted. Maybe they got addictions. You know what I mean? Or struggle with addictions. I don't know if this person, like, you're a teacher. You're a healer. You could be a coach or more a mentor. You could have been mentoring someone of how to bring about change. Healing others to bring about change. And I'm thinking that they're projecting all of their fears onto you. Onto others about you. Mocking you, making fun of you. They think they are superior to you. Oh, please. They're a gossip, okay? They talk behind your back. Not only they talk about you, but like they drain your energy. Whether you're the masculine or the feminine here, these people drain your energy. Being around them, you will feel drained because you are naturally empathic. You're trying to help people to bring about change. You're a trailblazer. You're ahead of your time. And it's like you are paving the way for others, but it is draining just doing that. But when you have people projecting all of their fears onto you while you're trying to trailblaze, is even harder. Okay? You could have found yourself mentally or physically drained. Okay? Just saying. Or, what's this? They don't see their dual nature. What did that say? Duality. Unable to merge two opposite sides of them. A double life. A conflict within. Or a split personality. We have someone with an addictive personality. And it could be who they're with. I don't know. They could have a split personality. Okay? Like 1 minute they could be very friendly. And then the next minute be something totally different. I don't know. Like, I think you had to cut them off. Just saying. Because they're very dramatic. They're very trivial. They've been projecting their fears and their issues onto you. They've been draining you. Now you're trying to be a mentor. You are trying to mentor. You're a trailblazer. You're a leader. You don't go along with the status quo. You're not afraid to cut people off when they are draining you. Okay? Now you're very sovereign. You're very convincing. Okay? It's like you're trying... You are trying here. But I think you had to cut them off. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to be superior to you or something. I don't know. It's like maybe you're being protected here. Or maybe you try to help protect them. But look, they're unaware. They're unawakened. They're unaware of the other side of themselves. This person could have a split personality. Like, you're a guide. You're a trailblazer. There's no doubt about it. You're highly intuitive. You're fair. You're just. And I think that you've been telling the truth. I think you're getting vindicated. I think you do things fairly and justly. And I don't know. I think that you've had to move. I don't know. Someone is very controlling. Overbearing, because they think that they have a child or something like that they can dominate. I don't know. They're reckless. Like, they're reckless. And they are a blamer, blaming everybody for their pain, their suffering, whatever. It's like, you're a truth teller. You're authentic. And you're a trailblazer. You're highly respected here. And I can tell you that people watch you. They observe you. And I think what they're doing is projecting their fears, their behaviors onto you. Like, if they behave that way, then you gotta behave that way. If they do this or be like that, then you must be like this or think like that. And, you know, that's how come they usually end up exposing themselves. Because it's like, they tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. They do. They end up telling on themselves. Because if you really listen carefully to what these people are saying, and all the things that they say about you are actually the things that they are. It's weird. They end up telling on themselves. Like they're lying. Okay? And I think that this person likes to play the victim. And I think they're mad because they're getting their karma. They're spiteful, very catty. I don't like it. They're a drama starter. So I think you had to walk away for your own security here. I think it was best that you ended things with this person, or that you have walked away from them, because I'm going to tell you, like, they could have a split personality, like, seriously. They could be very controlling, very cowardly, very immature when it comes to relationships. Okay? It's like, see, you're coming off as very confident, very entrepreneurial, very independent. Now, sure, you may have loved this person and they may have broke your heart, but I think it was time that the cycle ended, because I think that this person is facing some sort of punishment. They're being punished for their wrongdoings. And I'm going to tell you that this third party, they regret it. Like, they regret it. Okay? Now, that's a lot for one person's plate. I'm just going to say. Like, you're trying to help bring about change. You definitely are. You're trying to bring about, these are enablers. People around them enabling them to be the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you've got a bunch of people that are enabling this person's actions and justifying their actions, they're never going to change. That's why people, like, that's when they send in the flying monkeys. You know what I mean? When they get put on the spot, or they get caught doing something that they aren't supposed to be doing, they got flying monkeys around them to turn on you, to enable this behavior. Like, they surround themselves with people who enable them. Okay? To feel sorry for them and, you know, blame you and make you the bad guy. Well, they're fools, because they're not helping this person. You were helping this person. They surround themselves with people who enable their behaviors. And then they turn on you like flying monkeys. Get their flying monkeys after you, you know? It's ridiculous. It's better you're a free spirit, trust me. Surrounding themselves with people like who just enable their behavior. But it's for their own self-gain. It's not because they're trying to care for this person. If they cared for this person, they wouldn't enable them. They're very, very vulgar too, eh? And they're lazy. They're absolutely lazy. Who your person is with is your enemy. And other enemies may fit this bill as well. But I'm going to tell you that if they keep surrounding themselves by people who enable them to be the way that they are, they will not change until they're ready to change. Which is why Spirit usually will give karma and bad lessons so that they do change. But as long as they're surrounded by people who keep enabling their foolish behavior, it's just going to be brutal. Like, if you couldn't, what makes these flying monkeys think they can? Sometimes you gotta let them hit rock bottom. And sometimes you gotta do tough love on them. This is tough love. Like, you love these people, but you're not going to enable them because you know it's not healthy for them. You know, you're not just gonna go along with how they treat you and how they treat others. No, not gonna happen. You're just going, no. Nope. I'm not going to enable you to be this way. I'm not going to enable you. Okay? So you have actually been more of a mentor than anybody because you didn't enable them. You're the only one who actually truly cares enough to care about what happens to them. Take care.